everyone.
Hey everybody, you're live.
Here
And
we are
we're
again.
late.
Yeah.
We're very late.
Sorry.
Stuff happens.
Life happens, exactly. But here we are, Wednesday. Thank God. I'm glad that we're back together.
Yeah.
I was looking forward to this. Okay. So Vera, do we have anything new that we can tell our friends is going on right now?
Nope.
We just have our soulsenlightenment.com, all of our services, all of our artwork, everything spiritual and cool. You can go there and find.
Exactly.
Hi Roxanne, aloha.
Boy.
Yay. Yes, we're here. I'm glad. I always look forward to this time. So Vera, we're going to talk about our aligning our chakras and our cleansing our auras today. And hi Sammy. And
Hi guys. Hi, Sammy.
And this is something that's really good to do, isn't it? To just rejuvenate ourselves.
Yeah. Especially nowadays.
And to get balanced and everything. And that's why I wanted to choose this Powers Angel behind us. Hi,
Dodie. Go.
Yeah. Powers Angel. I really like this angel for us all today because the Powers Angel can help us to it helps us with mental acuity and to balance, I don't want to say our intellect and our emotion, but it helps us with our emotions. And
that's balancing intellect and emotion.
And a lot of times what we're feeling on a physical level, it comes from the emotional and what's going on. Yeah, and what's going on up here mentally and everything. And it's really cool too because the function, hi Dennis, their function is peace. And that's peace of mind.
Yeah.
Having peace of mind. So
that would be great.
Yeah. It's really interesting because like what Vera was just saying about anything anything physical that's happening with us, whether it's an injury, whether it's our energy vibration is low, or anything physical, I should say, or even illness stems from what's going on with us emotionally or mentally. And so this is the angel that helps us with peace of mind. And that translates into our body.
Yeah. And
it also can help us to bring up our energy too. And that's really good right now because sometimes it just helps us to have the energy and the drive to keep going, to get projects done, and also to help each other.
Yep, that's key.
Yeah. Because I think a lot of us right now, because one of the things Angus was saying last week was he was talking about how apathy is death. And he was referring to when people, in general people, don't care anymore, and what that can lead to. And he was saying about never stop fighting for whatever it is that we want, whatever change that we want, because any type of anything that we want to be different, we have to move, we have to activate to create that to happen. And a lot of times it can be exhausting and draining to just keep going on a daily basis, to have the energy to do that. And that's why I chose this angel, is because that Powers Angel gives us that rejuvenation and that energy to do that. And one of the ways that they help us with that is throughout your day or at night, you can visualize the Power Angel putting their forehead to your forehead and giving you that burst of energy. Because if you can see the power that's coming from his wings, let me just kind of like tilt it.
I don't think you can see it. Maybe you can.
Yeah, that energy that's coming from his wings is because the electromagnetic energy that disperses from the Powers Angel's wingtips. And that goes throughout the perimeter of our body to rejuvenate our cells. And that's on a physical, that's on a mental and emotional level. Let's see what Roxanne's asking. Balance this emotional Mars retrograde, solar lunar eclipse, then Mercury retrograde. We need the balance to stay strong and focused.
You guys don't get so really caught up in this negativity of the retrogrades because they're not actually that bad. It's just a time where we have time to respite, time to figure things out. it's not always a negative thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I know there's some people that go, oh God, it's retrograde, everything's gonna go wrong. No,
I know.
no, not always. I mean, there's been Fortune 500 companies that were signed during retrograde.
You
So
guys,
it's the mindset.
and try being a Gemini. Okay, so I'm a Gemini, and Mars is our ruling planet. I mean, not Mars. I'm sorry.
That's mine. I was gonna
Mercury.
say.
Mercury.
Yeah.
Mercury is our ruling planet, and so it's always going Mercury retrograde. And if I open up the paper or something and look at the horoscope, it's like
So
the worst thing.
negative.
Don't
Yeah.
go out. Don't talk to anybody.
Yeah.
It's like awful. I
It's
hate
not.
it. And
It's not that bad.
yeah. So
But we've been programmed to think it is.
it is
Yeah.
exactly. But
It's
you
not.
really helped me with that.
Yeah.
To really think about and see how it's true when it's like for me from Mercury retrograde, it's a time I look at it more as like introspection and to
Yeah.
connect with myself.
And see where you are and where you want to go, that kind of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's no longer like a negative thing
Yeah.
for me, right?
Yeah.
And so you're kind of saying the same with the
'Cause you're already
Mars
setting
and the
yourself
different
up.
retrogrades.
Yeah.
That's true.
Because like with flu season, everybody gets a flu during flu season. I mean,
Yeah.
why?
Right,
It
right.
doesn't have to be that way.
But it is a programmed thing, and the more that we give energy to it,
Yeah.
whatever it is, we manifest it, don't we? Yeah,
See,
that's
Roxanne is
true.
saying it makes her stronger. So,
See, that's
yeah.
that's great. That's turning that into a positive for
Tiff.
sure.
But you
Hi,
have to use your
Tiffany.
tools too. You can't just, ride that wave. I mean, I guess you can, but you want to be able to help yourself too.
It'll
to be
be-
able to get that introspection, like you said.
It'll be a bumpier road if we just
If you don't.
don't protect ourselves. That's
Yeah.
one of the things. That's the way Angus put it. I like that.
Yeah.
He makes it not sound like a big deal, but when we're going through it on an emotional plane,
Yeah, well, he's
it-
on the other side
yeah,
too.
but it feels like it's just like this.
Yeah,
yeah, because of the emotions and the negative
Yeah.
plane that we're on.
Yeah, see, so during this time, Dodie, you should be able to flow with it, because if you were born, or you said most of your planets in your natal chart is retrograded, so yeah,
Yeah.
it's not always a bad thing.
Shall we get into
Yeah.
how to? Okay, so we're gonna get into cleansing our aura. Okay, so I just thought maybe. Did I tell them everything I needed to tell them
I
about
don't
this
know.
angel though? Okay, just to make sure that you guys know how to utilize these angels, make sure that you can visualize them, put in your forehead.
Yeah, you
your
did
forehead,
that. You said
and
that.
the energy goes throughout your cells
Yeah.
and into your mind,
You
and
said
then you can do it yourself. And yeah, okay. Alrighty, so cleansing your aura.
Mm-hmm.
So we have, should we do aligning chakras? Let's do aligning chakras first. So aligning chakras are, we have, what is it, 7?
Mhm,
6,
seven.
7. We have the crown chakra, and then we have the third eye chakra right here, the throat, the heart, the solar plexus,
Mhm.
the sacral,
Mhm.
sacral, I don't know how to say that exactly perfect, and then the reproductive or root
Mhm.
chakra at the bottom. And so we want to align our chakras, and each one of them has a color too. And how we do that, I do this every morning. We learned it a long time ago when we were at the office, when we worked at Sylvia
Mhm.
Brown's office, and one of her guides, he's a master healer, and he told us about doing this. And so what he told us to do is, he had an Indian life,
Right.
not a Native American, but he was in Eastern
Indian,
India, and so
yeah.
he was always
Yeah.
but this is what he showed us to do. So what you do is you visualize aligning your chakras. It's a violet chakra is the crown. So I visualize it in my mind's eye when I do it. It's the violet chakra.
And it's just spinning energy.
Yeah,
That's all it
spinning
is.
energy. And then the third eye is purple.
Mhm.
And I visualize these lights like turning on and aligning. And then the blue for our throat chakra. And then the green is emerald green for our heart chakra. And then yellow for our, what's it called?
Solar plexus.
Solar plexus.
Mhm.
And then orange for the sacral. And then a red for the root chakra. And then I visualize, I go down again and I visualize the golden keys of knowledge. And I just picture them like white light. And I visualize those because the chakra is not only in the front but also in the back.
Mhm.
And so I picture those golden keys of knowledge fitting in to the chakras all the way down the back and all the way up the front. And then the rays of God. And we can get into all this specifically later, but I just wanted to give you just the rundown of how to visualize this. The rays of God is silver, because it's that connection, that cord to God. And then the gold, because you're imagining out your third eye chakra, giving out these truths, right? And then the blue, and then the next ray of God, which is like a ray, you're visualizing these rays of God going out through you, is the green again, and then white, and then multicolored, and then orange, like an orange sun at sunset. So that is aligning your chakras. And it's just good to do this, because in your studies, when it comes to aligning the chakras, it just makes, I don't know about you, but it makes me just feel a little bit more balanced and ready and protected for the day.
Yeah.
Basically. It's just another like tool for protection to get ourselves ready and balanced.
Exactly.
And
if you have time to do all that.
yeah, and picturing being, giving out the rays of God, the infusion coming out through us to help other people align, connect, and share. Exactly. Oop, there's more down here. Let's see what else. Nope. Okay. Do we want to do cleansing our aura next?
Yeah.
Okay. So cleansing our aura, this was also given to us from Rahim, the master healer at Sylvia Brown's office. And he was showing us these pressure points.
Right.
Do you remember the first one?
Yes, and it hurts.
Well, yeah, we press on it very hard. We don't want to press on it too hard. You don't have to press on it very hard.
Sylvia said you had to press on it till you felt something.
Yeah, but I wanted to warn you guys, one time I did that and I cut my eye. I cut my eyelid because my thumb, I had a headache. And I was trying to relieve the pressure, and I was using the pressure point.
Your fingernail cut it?
And I pushed too hard and I cut my eyelid pretty bad right there. So please be careful.
That's why I just go,
Yeah,
hit it.
yeah. But if you want to do the pressure points, just you press, and it's right here, like in the nook of your
yeah, you can see
there, and you just press firmly, but not too hard. You can press firmly, but it doesn't have to be that hard, like I was doing. I just had a very hard headache that time. But you deep breathe for 3 deep breaths, and it's like a total count of like 25 seconds altogether. But it's like 3 deep breaths in. Inhaling and exhaling. And so I would do that, or we would do that like that 3 times. And when I'm doing that personally, I also do my tools for protection. We can go into those at another time, but this is just something that you can take in, that good energy. You can visualize yourself breathing in deep energy, white light energy, or healing energy, or because Vera and I sometimes talk about the colors, the different colors and what they're good for, but you can breathe that type of energy in and then exhale any negativity, concerns, worries, stress, all that kind of thing. And
stress.
Yeah, and like we've talked about also, Angus does tell us that to protect ourselves morning, noon, and night, this is like another tool for protection that you could do. I only do it once in the mornings, but you could do it morning, noon, and night if you want to. Okay, next part of this is
sinuses.
Yeah, it's right here. There's a little, like where your bone is, your bone, I don't know how else to say it. You press right there, kind of like in and kind of up a little bit like that. And it's the same thing. It's 3 deep breaths again. And you can still do your visualization, like we said, different colors. There's purple for spirituality. You can up your spirituality. There's
rightful thinking.
Rightful thinking. Blue is for serenity, for peace of mind, for being able to speak clearly. Okay.
That's more purple though.
Is purple that also? Okay. Green is healing, the emerald green healing. And also it can be for finances. People are trying to help themselves up their finances. And what other colors? White light is protection and clarity, being able to see through. There's yellow. Orange is for energy. I remember that one.
And healing.
And healing.
It's the major healing. Besides green. Green is good, but orange is like really massively healing.
Okay.
Because that's why the monks wear the orange.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then yellow is that, I would imagine that'd be like upping our spirits, maybe our energy.
I got
or
that for communication too.
Communication.
Though.
And then red is also for energy
Mhm.
and warmth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Passion.
Trying to think of what other colors we might have missed.
That's pretty good.
Silver, gold is for God. Gold
Christ
is for that
consciousness.
Christ consciousness. What are we missing? I dreamt of my girlfriend and husband covered with a dark veil. I could see her. What color can I send her? Ooh, a dark veil.
I would just do the white light. That just
That-
goes through everything.
Especially with a dark veil, it sounds
Mhm.
like they need protection and also clarity to cut
Mhm.
through
Negativity.
to cut through the negativity.
Hi, Rose.
Hi, Rose. Just talking about these colors makes me feel better.
That's good.
That's
what it's
awesome.
for,
And
yeah.
you can do the rainbow colors.
Yeah.
Okay, that gets to our last pressure point. So after we do this, and we do this, and the last one is here, and we don't want to press this one too hard, 'cause
yeah.
it's our temple, so we want to be kind of careful, right? But you just kind of press in and kind of back, and the same thing. The 3 deep breaths, and whenever I do this, it really it just helps me.
Well, it's the
it just
breathing,
helps me
too.
so much. The
Breathing
deep
helps you.
breathing and
Yeah.
exhaling that gets that energy in, that oxygen that we
Because a lot of us don't breathe right.
Mm-hmm.
I am
Yeah.
one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, great. We still have time. All right. But yeah, so it makes me feel better too. And you can do this almost like a meditative thing. You can just, even if you're working at the desk at work or something, take deep breaths. I used to do that at the office during that 2 o'clock hour. Man,
Yeah,
would
I
I
know.
crash. And I would have to do that to try to
Yeah.
get my energy going.
Exactly.
I'd visualize different lights to help myself. Oh, and pink. That reminded me when I saw the heart.
That's rejuvenation.
Yeah, pink,
Yeah.
and also love,
Yeah.
like that rose quartz. The rose quartz crystal is for
The heart.
right?
And it's
Heart
also
chakra.
for relationships, but it's also
Relationships.
to help healthy heart too.
Yeah.
But it's really for also relationships.
Mhm.
And that could be with anything. It doesn't have to be romantic.
I love the rose quartz.
Yeah,
because
me too.
it's I needed help with helping my heart chakra to open. Sometimes that happens. We can build up layers. Talking about chakras, right, and that type of thing. We can build up layers around different chakras, and that's one of the
Yeah.
things that Angus has talked about before is finding and discovering different ways to open up these different chakras. And because sometimes we'll have one blocked.
Well, we used to do that in the hypnosis class. We used to use the pendulum, and then we'd have somebody like lay down, because we had those chairs, and then you just put it on every chakra, and until it moved, then you'd go down. But it was like you would, open the blocked, because sometimes it just would not move; it would just stay there, and then that's when you envision all the colors and all that stuff.
See, that's really cool.
Yeah, and then that pendulum helps the energy move.
Yeah, it's really interesting because sometimes we can block them. Like, let's say if you have things that happened in relationships and we build up layers around our heart or something like that. That's why I'm using it as an example,
Yeah.
right? If we've been hurt or whatever it is, and then we build up,
Yeah.
and so we learn ways to be able to, gain that understanding and release those different things that have happened so that we can gain healing and open up those chakras and be open and have those chakras moving
So
again.
Lori was saying, I was just reading about a spell where you don't look in a mirror but use it to reverse energy that's being sent to you. Is that really necessary, or is it visualization enough? We've used that. We use mirrors facing out so people's negativity can't penetrate your protection.
Right.
But you can just visualize it. You don't have to actually have a mirror. I
Right.
don't know if that's what you meant, but yeah. I've never heard of that.
Me neither.
Not looking in the mirror,
Yeah,
but
I haven't heard of that
yeah,
either.
yeah. But yeah, visualizing it, because that's part of my prayer in the morning too.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. Was there anything else? There's one more thing that I did want to mention about the power of angels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, because we've talked before about these angels and how they can cocoon us. That's one of the things that we learned from Angus through Vera, is that these angels cocoon us on the other side. But what's really cool is they can also do it
when we're here.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
When
we
we're
thought it was
alive.
always on when we went to the other side.
Yeah.
After we passed over. But no, they do it to us while we're in life as well.
And I'm really excited about this
Yeah.
because hearing about a lot of people with different things that are going on in the world right now, or different individual stories that I hear about, I feel like I want to reach them and help them. And you so much can do that on a spiritual plane.
Yeah.
You can do that, and you can do that through visualization. You can send them energy. You can pray for them. They receive that.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things that when it comes to, like, if I hear a story about a child or children or anybody that something's happening to, you can ask for these powers, angels, to cocoon them. And what that's like on the other side, as well as here, is it's almost like being wrapped in God's love and helping to,
It is wrapped in
Yeah.
God's love.
yeah, and helping to release some of the trauma and the negativity of what's happening to them, and that kind of thing, and filling them up with God's love. So it's really cool because you can send that to them. You can use it for yourself. You can do it when you're going to bed at night. If you're going through something, or somebody else is going through something, you can visualize that. They wrap their wings around you, and that power and that energy and love goes into you. So that's something that you can do for yourself and others.
Yeah.
Okay.
Lori was just saying to use a compact or something and picture the person in the compact. But if it works for you, perfect. Just use it.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's
if you
true.
resonate to it, use it.
Yeah.
Just because we don't really know about it, or not know about it, but we use a different way of doing it, either way works.
Exactly. It's whatever works for you, whatever's most powerful for you.
Yeah, and there was one lady that when we had a class, one of the hypnosis class, and she was a psychologist, and she was very adamant that if you send energy to other people, you're altering their chart, and she said it was very bad to do. And it's like, no way, it's not, because the person does not have to accept it. They have the power.
Right.
If you're sending energy and they don't want it, it'll go into the universe, and somebody else will use it that wants that positive energy. But it doesn't alter your chart.
No, the chart is
Yeah.
set,
Yeah.
and that's like going into the hospital and having a procedure. You're going to have the procedure no matter what, because that's what you're there for. But you could also have nurses and people that are there that are kind, people that are there helping and talking to you. It's the
Yeah.
same kind of an idea.
Yeah.
You're going to still have the same chart. Sending good energy and prayers isn't going to change that.
Yeah.
for
Roxanne's
sure.
talking about the children.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We were going to talk about that, but I think we're going to save it for next week, because Angus did talk about it, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
In the session.
Yeah.
Last week, and we are going to definitely talk about. I
Yeah.
didn't go to the website. Talk about the children. Okay, yeah. Do we want to do that next week? Next week's birthmark week.
Oh, is it?
Yep.
Do we have any left?
No.
We do, huh?
Yes.
I was just being silly. Yeah. No, I don't. Go ahead and talk about it really quick, though.
Okay, no, it's okay.
But because we're going to put it on the website, so.
Yeah.
It's not up there yet, Roxanne.
Yeah.
So it's okay that you didn't go, but
Yeah.
we're going to put it up.
Yeah, we're
trance.
going to put it on the Make a Difference page, and we'll put a link on our homepage that you can go there and find out. Because there's a portion in the last session that we had with Vera last week, where Angus talked to her from the other side, and I asked about the children, and he did give us an answer about that, and we want to put that transcript up. So by the end of today, say 9 o'clock Pacific time, and then today we'll have it on our website, on our Make a Difference page. You can find it there. So we want to share that with you. Sorry, I have a question. I dream a lot about my friend's mom. I never saw her. I don't know.
Well, is there, whenever you have the dream, is there a message that she's giving you, or is there something that she's doing that she wants you to share with your friend? I mean, there's a reason why she's coming to you. Maybe your friend is in too much grief that she's not able to get the messages. So in your dream, remember to write things down, because it might just be she's showing you a flower that means something to your friend, and
Yeah.
that's the message that's trying to come through.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, it's really neat too. She's having she's having a dream. Could be for her friend, like you said,
Mhm.
because if we're blocked, like you just were mentioning, we can be blocked by grief.
Mhm.
And we don't get the visitation. We don't remember the visitations.
Yeah.
We're blocking it, yeah, for sure. So, yeah, like Vera was saying, maybe you could keep a little journal by your bed or something and maybe write down.
And just write down the dream, because it might not mean anything to you, but it'll mean something to your friend.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure. All right. Was there anything else that we wanted to tell them?
Nope, I think that's it.
Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, you guys, thank you for joining us today.
Yeah.
We plan to be back here next week. It's going to be birthmark week.
Next week.
Next Wednesday is not the 24th yet. It's, yeah.
Well,
Well,
we'll talk about
Yeah.
it.
We plan